I must have clicked off it when I walked away and I forgot this game has sound. But yeah, I thought that was funny. I know it was the lamest joke out, but it's just what crossed my mind. I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, I'm so relaxed. Like, why am I relaxed? This is such a weird feeling. Um, it's basically just feels like it's a crime because it's so unnatural feeling. And then I'm like, what can I say? What can I say that might be like funny, but absolutely terrible? And that was what came to mind. So I'm like, yep. I was gonna be like when you see this, what time is it for you? And then like in chat be like exclamation mark time, and then it would give you like my local time compared to your time, and I'm like, that would be fun, but also like a lot of effort. So I'm like, yep, I'll just call you guys boomerangs. But yeah, what have you got like a public holiday tomorrow, Shadow? It sounded pretty interesting. I've never heard of it, obviously. Like, I don't know too much about international holidays. Of course, we all know about like the, you know, standard like 4th of July for Americas and stuff, but like I don't know much more about that. You're a Queenslander? Yeah, I am. Welcome in, Len. Um, yeah, I'm in Queensland. Uh, I think it's what the only part of Australia. I think it's the only part of Australia that doesn't do like daylight saving time. I think I'm not quite sure. So like when we go like interstate, you've got an hour ahead beneath us, a couple of hours behind to the side of us. It's a fucking mess. It should just show my time, Shadow. I believe it just shows mine. I've got it programmed for that. Look at the arms. Phew. Why? Because everything's on fire, flooding, and we got spiders? It's pretty standard. It's pretty normal. The only thing I wish that we had, and I've been trying not to like bitch about it so much, is like the air conditioners breaking right at the start of summer was a bit of a fucking absolute low blow. Um, but yeah, at this point, it's only like another couple of weeks away before we get those fixed. Toads don't really bother me too much. It is pretty funny. Like, I don't know, the further up north you go, the bigger they get. But then you get permissions to do like slug gunning and culling and stuff up there because it's just such a substantial pest. The holiday's called Three Kings, but in English you can call them wise men. It's literally just that. Okay, so it's kind of like a follow up to what do you call it? Christmas being what Jesus' birthday or something, and then the wise men and stuff. I assume it's all like that, right? Cool. That's that they love golf clubs. Oh man, don't they ever? They really do. For anybody that's outside Australia, may not necessarily get like the joke about that, but essentially, just toads just like will sit there if you approach them. Sometimes they'll run away, but sometimes they'll just sit there, and it's just it sounds fucking cruel as, but they're just such a substantial pest. They eat like so much of our wildlife and like disrupt like the fucking biome and stuff. So most people are kind of encouraged to dispatch them whenever they come across toads. But yeah, we've probably got like a fuck ton around here. I never see frogs anymore. Although, you know, guys, you know how I have that big fucking lizard that keeps getting in the house? So either I have either the blue tongue lizard's gotten back in the house or the fast lizard, and I don't know which yet. Nick reckons it's a big one, so it must be the blue tongue. And it was last spotted under the freezer in the garage, so we'll see. He reckons it's not going to fit under the door this time, so we're hoping it makes its way back out because we can't get to it. But if it gets back in the house, I'll take another photo. It'll be like a progress shot from like last year to this year, because I've got one photo of holding on to a little blue tongue lizard on Instagram from last year. That was just wild. I was sitting on the couch and this lizard just walked up through my house, saw me, and turned around and started backtracking. I'm like, oi. And again, Australia, what can you do? So we're supposed to take down Christmas stuff on the Three Kings, thus free time. Oh yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I'm one of those people where, like, if I don't take down Christmas stuff pretty much before New Year's, it's staying up until Valentine's Day. Like, I generally like Christmas and decorations and shit, So I don't have that, like, want to take them down sooner. Also, if you can hear something like scratching around like crazy, that's just my cat using one of the boxes in the background down the hallway. They're just like, I don't know, basically just turning the thing upside down as far as it sounds. The brother-in-law is in Calandra. Put some, what's that? Punts them with one wood into the canal across the road. Jesus, that's a fair fucking effort of flight. You know that moment when your toads get wings? I could make some Red Bull jokes here, but I don't think that's that appropriate. I have some of my drink though. Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the maps over. Oh well. I guess we're playing Rondo this one. When I go back out to lobby, it would be so awesome if somebody could just remind me to change over from Rondo maps to random maps. Because I kind of forgot. That's a cat. Thought those were sounds of you hunting a lizard. No, it's just... I'm gonna guess it's Azula. Because she's the only one that digs like she fucking like is like in a panic. Like it's absolutely necessary that she gets to the bottom of the box before like she like does whatever she's got to do. Phoenix, on the other hand, he's just like a bit of a lazy cunt or maybe a little bit too delicate, and he just doesn't want to get his paws dirty in the first place, so he's not going to scratch at all. I think the only times you'll hear him scratch is when the litter is absolutely just put down fresh. Any time after that ain't going to happen. It's really, really weird dynamics with those cats. But yeah, they've got fresh litter at the moment, so it could literally be either of them. But yeah, it's not in this room. It's like literally up the hallway. But I've got all like doors and windows and shit open, so sounds carrying. This was not where I was expecting to go, but okie dokie. This wasn't the gun I wanted either. But yeah, aside from that, I guess like how's everybody's day going? Since did you end up getting bread, Shadow, after waiting an hour in the grocery store and stuff? Or did you end up like waiting that long and like get nothing and end up having to just like resign to whatever? You got 6 caveatas? I'm gonna assume I hardcore butchered that because oh, hello. I don't think I've heard a bread called that here, but I think I've heard you say that before. Is it the slipper one? The slipper bread or something? I feel like that's that one. Also, can I see who landed out there? Oh yeah, I've got iron sights, that's right. Yeah, I ain't gonna be finding them. The chibatas. Yeah, look, I generally just butcher everything. Is it English? Is it international? It doesn't matter. My brain's just gonna go cool beans. Just throw this at it, kind of like throwing a pokeball and hoping for the best, kind of thing. That Italian crusty bread. Yeah, I don't get fancy of bread, unfortunately. It's not that I don't want to. I don't know. I've just been like, back when you used to be able to get like a loaf for, what was it, 59 cents or something like that? Something along those lines. I used to just buy one of those that would last me like a fortnight. I'd freeze half of it. Like, that's generally what I would do. Where'd you go? You went this way or there? There, that way. Come back here, you cunt. Let me get out of that mode. I'll do it. Where are you? Speaking of which, did you happen to remember what that thing about the turkey burgers? I did not. I was racking my brain. I'm like, I know one of the things that's good with turkey burgers is applesauce. And I know, like, not a lot of people think of that as, like, the first choice with, like, turkey is apple. As in, like, the same kind of stuff you put with, like a pork roast or something like that is what I'm talking about. But, yeah, I could not for the life of me fucking remember what it was. I'm like, I'll remember it at some point, and I never came across it. Give me that back. It's got a 4x scope on it. Jesus. Alright. Alright, don't put that on there then. Yeah, this will do it. I've got so much extra ammo that I don't need. And I think we're in the circle, so I guess let's go kill somebody. Grenade. Give me that. So I have to make apple chutney for that. I think was it? And I'm all not about that. Jesus. Lol. Nah, I was gonna say like just like store-bought shit would get it done, but then again, it also depends on what's the normal business for like you over there, because I'm not sure. But yeah, I literally cannot remember. I did see a fucking amazing looking recipe for a pie, and Nick was pretty keen to put like what do you call it? He was gonna think about using turkey. What? Not that bag. Fucking hell! Give me that back. It was gonna use turkey meat with the pie or something like that to make the recipe, and I'm like, there's some meats that do well and there's some that don't. Unfortunately, ironically, I can eat turkey and I can eat turkey and kangaroo, right? Kangaroo would be better for it. He can't eat kangaroo. Um, so it's fucking hilarious. Like that's the one and only meat that makes him as sick as every other meat makes me. And I'm like, go figure. We figured that out the hard way because I kept making stuff at one point with kangaroo as soon as I learned that I could eat it. And it gave me like, what do you call it, like red meat and stuff. Well, all right, I was gonna go across the way, but I'm hearing people down here, so I'm gonna go have an exploring situation over here. I'm not sure where the houses are. Maybe just straight ahead. Yeah, there's like a housing thing straight down here. I can spot somebody. And nobody's behind me, maybe. I don't know what they are. Is that normal business? Man, I don't know what's normal around the world. It's like, I assume most people don't eat kangaroo around the world. Even most Australians don't fucking eat it. The Nick's anti-Aussie. Nah, he can eat all the other stuff. Just I don't know, it must be something about it. In the same way as like, well, I see you can't. In the same way as like everything else essentially just makes me sick, you know? It's basically that one thing. Hi, where are you? You're like down here somewhere. Where the fuck do you go? Oh, there. Hi. Man, you sneaky cunt. That was not it. There was two guys there. Oh, I saw that when I zoomed out. I'm like, well, that ain't gonna fucking win that. What? Oh, wow. Yeah, no. I was gonna say, I'm a bit tired because I'm like relaxed. So I was half expecting to like be alright tonight. We all know how it is when I'm fucking tired. I end up playing like reasonably well. It's hilarious. You want to play well, don't get good rest. Can we get that? All right. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool that you get a holiday so soon after holiday. So I think the closest one we have is, I think, Australia Day. Oh shit! I've got to change this over. Yeah, random map, please. The kangaroos are good eating. Just eat them before you, what is it? Yeah, add too many kilometers on them to and from the home. Oh yeah, that old mileage factor. You don't want to get them up in years or they start getting stringy and like dense to eat. You know, the worst part about that is like I've had some conversations and the biggest thing is like Australians, we make the jokes, but we make them so seriously most of the time. But to us, like, it's very obvious that we're like having a joke. But internationally, a lot of people have no fucking clue that it's a joke and think we're being legit serious. So yeah, just to fucking clarify, we don't actually ride the kangaroos. I think you'd have to, well, some of the huge ones would probably support a small child, but they're not going to have a pouch. It's like ice cream and waffle cone. You can eat the ice cream when you eat the package. What's that? Then you eat the package. Perfect recycling. You don't normally eat the cone, Shadow? I'm like, I'm assuming that like there's a lot of places that probably just like put ice cream into like a cup or something like that. Like here it's pretty substantial. You get like the cones or any kind of cone really to go with it. I like ice cream and a waffle cone. The ice cream, then you eat the package. Perfect recycling. No, I've read it. That's why I'm like, do you not normally eat it with the cone? Because it's confusing me. I'm like, is it not normal for it to come with a cone? I don't know. Look, I have the logic that if you're getting ice cream, it's got to be portable. Also, I also have the unpopular opinion of liking mint choc chip ice cream as well, so I also have that to deal with every time I say I like ice cream. That sometimes they give us paper bowls. Ah, okay. See, that makes more sense. We don't necessarily get that here. So if you want to get a ice cream in a cup, you have to pay for a cup. If you want it in a standard cone, it's just cost of ice cream. Sorry. If you want it in a waffle cone, that's a different price as well. So, like, the thought of it defaulting coming in a cup is not like the first thing that comes to my mind. Sometimes they give us waffles made with like plastic tasting dough without taste. I hate those. I mean, we get them too. Not gonna lie, so you get the ones that taste like they're burnt and stale, and you get the ones that taste like they're undercooked by like a week, and you just sit there questioning like what did they do wrong with this thing. And then you get the ones that actually taste like a nice, like fresh hot fucking waffle cone, and you just kind of like want to give somebody a pat on the back when you receive that. So it just like enhances the entire ice cream experience. But yeah, no, we get them too. More often than not, I get the burnt, stale tasting ones. But in saying that, I also have a really strong sense of like taste and smell. So it could just be that like it's not that strong and I'm smelling it as strong. Smelling it, tasting it, that's a strength as opposed to like what most people would. There's a fair chance that's to go. Look, I hear you out there, mate. I typically eat ice cream first and only, then waffle cone. Yeah, I tend to. Where are you going, mate? I tend to eat the I eat the ice cream and part of the waffle cone because it starts to melt. It starts to melt as it goes, kind of thing, and makes it kind of like soggy. And it's just not nice once it starts to sag. I was gonna say once it starts to sag. I meant like once it gets soggy, you know. I'm outside of the zone, but there's a couple of cars here, so it's fine. Back inside. Yeah, I think there was another person here. Must have different waffles then. Better best. It depends. Thinking of like waffle cones here are also kind of, I don't know, almost like a thin cardboard, if that makes sense. I want to swap these. It's not like it's not like the consistency of say of actual waffle or anything like that, right? You get them at like specialty like Asian ice creamery sort of things, and they have like they make those. They're actually called like waffle. I think they're waffle cones as well, but they're different. I might take the SKS honestly, but yeah, there's that, and then you've got the regular ones that are thinner. They're more like the general thickness of like cardboard. Um, and they're a little bit thicker than a standard ice cream cone, but not that much thicker. I don't know how best to describe it. Like, I haven't had a fucking ice cream in like maybe a year, so it's hard to say. I'm going off like long back memory. But yeah, I don't know. Plus, also, whenever I get like ice cream, I kind of like I would prefer to get like an actual like tub of ice cream since it's basically nearly the same cost as getting a cone. Oh fuck, that's a bit of a distance. Doesn't matter. I've got a wrong button. I have a car out here. We'll be right. I'm gonna go grab that. Yeah, it's like give or take, I think like $7 to $9 for a tub of ice cream. Give or take which one you want for about like 2 liters, maybe. I don't know if this runs, but maybe it does. It does. And then what else is there? There's the ice cream cones themselves anywhere from like around about like $6 from memory. They might be dearer now. But it also depends. I see you, mate. Hold on. I gotta go kill somebody. Treat. You made me remember I still have ice cream in the freezer, vanilla and macadamia nut mix. That sounds nice. I saw somebody running over here and I just want to like go run them over. They're out in amongst... Here you are. Hey, mate. You're going the wrong way, eh? It's fine, I'll catch up. Oh, fuck off, mate. Cool. Alright, let's go kill the other guy. I've got like 1 shot left. We go. I also should have healed, but whatever. The bridge is somewhere down here, I think. Yeah, well, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. I don't know where the guy that was shooting at me is. He could be anywhere down here. I'd love to kill him, but I don't have time. So I immediately just go the opposite direction around the area. Yep. It's fine. I might find him if this is the case. Somebody that's a house. I should heal. I should probably consider healing, but I won't. Let's go off this ridge. Oh shit, that's fucking... What the shit is this solid for? Since when? Like, I get it, it's a guardrail, but holy shit, they used to peel away. My car's doing fine. We can keep going. I'll see if I can run somebody over out this way, because, you know... And I don't mind, like, macadamia stuff. I like macadamia and cookies and shit. Oh, man. I was thinking about something the other day that had, like, macadamias and shit in it. What was it? It was, like, there used to be, like, some, like, caramel macadamia type thing. I can't for the life of remember it. It must have been, like, several years ago that I had it. Fuck off, mate. I'm not stopping. I already stopped for, like, 2 or 3 people. Every time I get near those apartments, some cunt just, like, caps me in the head. I'll go up the hill. I'll heal myself up, and then I'll shoot you. Somewhere over here should be fine. Indestructible steel guardrail. I know, right? That was fucking solid. That was the most solid fucking guardrail I've come across in a while. And they're not supposed to be that solid, by the way. Alright, that'll do it. Give me a gun. Let's go see if I can cap that guy that shot at me. If not, I'm healed up enough. I should be able to maneuver around now. But yeah. Usually you just hit them and they go flying. There's a fair chance I'm not going to be able to see up here. He was like in red or something, wasn't he? I think. Maybe. Either way, let me go over a little bit. Oh, hold on. Hold on. What was that? Yeah, there you are. Hey, mate. I'm back here. Fucking saw you. Come on. I'm like out in the open. It's not that hard. Oof, Jesus. That was a little cruel. Anywho. God, I ran a bit far away. Yeah, I don't know. I keep seeing like videos of people making like this like fudge with like caramel fudge type stuff with fucking macadamias in it and stuff. And I don't know what it is, but macadamia nuts are like really quite nice on their own. And then you add it into stuff. Like there used to be a place near where I worked in one of my jobs that had like just the fucking best like roasted macadamias. And I can't remember. I think there's a macadamia farm or something up north as well in Queensland. I think. I can't quite remember. I know there's a ginger factory up there. I've been to that. But I think there's a macadamia place like right near it. I think there's also one like further down south too. I don't know if it's in New South Wales or in Queensland, but there's something called like a macadamia castle. And it's like righto. It like legitimately looks like a castle. So I like macadamia taste yogurt. It's heavenly, especially with choco cereal. I've never heard of macadamia yogurt ever, but it sounds fascinating. It definitely sounds very interesting to me. Like, is it similar to the concept of like almond milk type stuff? Is it similar to that, but with like chunks of like macadamia and stuff in it? Or is it something completely different? I need a new car. But, oh, that is a bike and that's a person. Hi, that's a person and, well, that's, oh, fuck it. Just leave that there, yeah? We'll do it right. Yeah, that's some kind of like trike bike. Stay back, mate. I don't have any grenades or anything. I don't honestly have enough health, but I would really like your car. Where are you? Behind the wall? There's a dead body there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I see where you are, mate. Back here. Come on. Come on. I've got one more hit on you and you know it. By the way, thanks for the car. Not gonna get in it yet because you'll just cap me one. I see how this is. This is gonna hurt. Yep. I'm gonna die. As soon as I saw it flying over, I'm like, yep. The only way I could go is sideways, and that's into a car. I should have just actually grabbed the car and like drove off. They come in small snack size packages. No chunks, not sure how they make it. It's perfectly smooth. Probably a lot of like continuous like milling grinding type stuff. Like the same kind of process with chocolate. If you look at like chocolates getting milled down, you'll tend to find that like it's ready up until it's got like a certain amount of, I think, cocoa butter or some shit in it. Don't ask me. I don't fucking know how to like cook this shit. But yeah, I've seen some videos and stuff. Got up close and personal. It's 2 enemies from within 10 meters of FG. 2 people in a car. What did I get? I got 5 more in one match. It's fine. And I think I have one of these things in here. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think a macadamia chocolate yogurt sounds pretty fucking nice. At the same time, like my brain tells me that that's not yogurt. It's more like a dessert custard type thing, if that makes sense. Because like, I don't know, when I think of yogurt's like mostly like a dairy situation. And then if you have it into more sweets and stuff, you end up into like the custard range or the desserts range and stuff. Or at least that's how they like tend to like put shit on the shelves for the most part. I was gonna look at something, but I don't know what it was. I might remember it later. I like this 3.3 and 4.4. Like how average? Could it be viewed like that? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I like hearing about these different kinds of foods and stuff. Like I did end up finding the fucking recipe for the potato and bacon soup that I was looking at yesterday. I thought about it. I'm like, I don't necessarily want to just chuck this straight up into Discord because I'm like, essentially what's going to happen is either like, yeah, it's fine if somebody's planning to make it and stuff like that. But since I haven't made it, I'm not planning to make that. Like if I made it, I'd make a variation or something of it. But I don't know. I kind of want to make, I'd probably like to make like a potato and leek soup or some shit at some point. But I don't know. Just with my ratio of things being 50% good versus absolutely appalling. Like, it's a lot of effort to put in for a 50-50 chance of being completely fucked up, if that makes sense. So whenever I, like, cook or make something, I have to really seriously weigh up how much time and effort I'm putting into the thing versus the odds of it coming out being absolutely trash, even if I follow all instructions and am supervised. Like, I don't know. I just like seem to be able to imbue like terrible taste into food. It's hilarious. I do find it funny that I have like that kind of ratio. It's like sometimes it's good, and sometimes like I could be making 2 batches of the same thing at the same time in 2 different pots, and one will be amazing, all the same ingredients, so half of the same ingredients in the other pot, and the other will be absolutely fucking garbage, unedible. And I just don't understand. This is a gift. Maybe if you're good to eat like anything that tastes like, I don't know, it's just fucking terrible. But yeah, I don't know. When you've got like a really strong sense of taste, maybe it's that. Maybe it's the fact that I can like taste like slight fucking differences or some shit. So I don't cook with love. So what you're telling me is I need to go and bite off somebody's ear and like cook them into a steak dinner, and That way I can use their love in my cooking. Oh man. Anybody that doesn't know, that's a Dead Plate reference. By the way, those videos should start airing tomorrow on YouTube if you're interested in seeing it. Sweet Jesus. I don't know. I I I don't know. When it comes to like the whole like cooking with love thing, like I get the concept. You're supposed to be like cooking it for somebody or cooking it for yourself and like loving your like dish and stuff like that. But maybe that is like what's wrong with it because honestly, like I just fucking hate cooking. So I'm just like I want this to be over as soon as physically possible. Um and probably like the just consistent level of like dislike during the whole process probably seeps into my meal and like disdains it as opposed to sometimes if I'm like watching something and amused and happy or something like that maybe